Hey everybody, how you doing? This is Jason from Jason's House of Fun and Video Games. Bringing you today, Thrift Time and Finds Volume 19. I can't believe we almost hit 20 videos in this installments and series and everything else. So,
Holy cow.
super excited. It was kind of a slow week to start off with, and it was kind of a slow week near the end of last week. But finally, some things have come up. We got some great things to go over, and I'm super excited. We actually didn't just go to the regular Thrift today, my local Goodwill. We also went to the Savers because I'm really liking that, and I'm glad I did. And you're about to find out why. So,
you did get a couple of good finds at that Savers.
So I don't even know where to start because I got so many bags of goodies. So let's start off with this. This right here is a tape recorder. But it's a very interesting tape recorder. One, I've never seen this before. And two, check this out. Right here, you can actually hook this up to a phone and record phone conversations. Now, does anybody these days have landlines? I still do, but I know a lot of people don't. But I wonder, is this like one of the first answer machine type machines? I don't know. I don't think it is, but it's still cool. It certainly smells like basement, but I'd like to hook it up and try to figure out how this thing works. But you can hook up a mic to it. Like I said, you can hook it up to a telephone. You can do all kinds of stuff with this, so I'm pretty super excited. So that's a great find, and at $4, not too bad. Now this one is a special one. I did not get this at the Thrift, but I am going to include this. So a little bit of insight into the life of Jason, not just on the YouTube. I just spent my last day in the location I've been at for the last 5 months. And obviously within those 5 months, I've met a lot of great people and worked with a lot of great people. But unfortunately, when the bell has been tolled one last time, you are asked to go somewhere else. When the boss asks, you go. So I will be going to a new location to help out some other folks in another store. So super excited about that. But at the same time, you know, it's great to build some awesome relationships with some folks at work and really seeing, you know, things progress in a positive way and in the right direction, as they say. So somebody was kind enough, not only at my work, to get me a little Friday the 13th plushie. When they first met me, they found out that I was born on Friday the 13th, and my name is Jason. They're a super horror fan like me too. They got me this. So this is called Savage Streets. I've heard a little bit about it. If you don't recognize who that person is on there, her name is Linda Blair. And what she was famous for, other than a lot of things, but particularly The Exorcist. So she was in 2 out of the 3 Exorcists. So I don't know if this kind of movie's for everybody, but it did come out in 94, my God. 1984. So it's one of those interesting, crazy, super violent, gory horror movies that I'm super excited to watch. So I've kind of at a loss for words. So thank you, David, for giving me that. You're awesome. So since we're on movies, we're going to keep going. This right here I found as well. Jurassic Park Ultimate Collection. So this has the first 3 of the movies. All the discs look pretty good. I don't know if we call things complete for box sets, but might as well, I guess, right? So this was for my boy, and I'm sure he will thoroughly enjoy that. So,
he is an avid dinosaur watcher.
He is.
Lover.
So let's try to set things up a little bit and make it easier on Cynthia. This one right here is The Grinch. I saw this when it came out in the movie theater, and I know the boy's going to like that as well. So I wanted to get him a few more movies to watch other than just playing games and playing with his toys and stuff. So he really likes them, and, you know, every time you do something nice for somebody, they appreciate it, especially when they're little. So good stuff.
But does he really?
He does.
Because it's from you.
This right here was a pretty good find as well. This is something I'm interested in watching, actually.
You would.
The original Christmas Classics Anniversary. It is on Blu-ray. It has Frosty, the Snowman, Rudolph, the Red-Nosed Reindeer, Santa Claus summoned to town, and a little drummer boy, which I'm not really that big on. Cricket on the Hearth, Magoo's Christmas Carol, which is awesome, and Frosty Returns, which was kind of wild. I didn't think that would ever have a sequel, but it does.
Wait, Frosty Returns.
I guess he
boy.
did. I don't remember that one, but I think I might have seen it once. But super excited. Like to have some fun and watch that with him. And what else we got here? Oh, wow. We got a whole bunch of stuff. So we got a lot of movies. Reefer Madness. So this is really funny. It's a very, very, very old movie. I think it was from the 30s. They did do a remake of this in the 2000s, I believe. But I've heard a lot about this. And it's hilarious because it obviously talks about marijuana.
The devil's lettuce.
No, it's marijuana.
The devil's lettuce.
Yeah, the devil weed destruction. I think that is hilarious. Oh, does that really say that?
We have to keep that.
That's wild.
Devil's weed is what it says, but I call it the devil's lettuce.
Of course,
it's hilarious.
of course. So I just want to see this because I've heard a lot about it. I've seen like clips and everything of it, but I just am so super excited to see that.
That
because
is hilarious.
It's just funny how the world changes in a matter of over 50 years. So cool stuff. Another interesting find was one that I didn't expect to really go for, but it was something for the Red Sox. And as you can see, I am a Red Sox fan. Do I watch all the games all the time? No. Am I a playoff guy? Maybe. But when I can catch a Sox game, I like to watch it, and they got some awesome gear. So this was about Fenway, and this came out in the 80s. So interesting enough, it took a lot more time and many more years till we actually finally saw.
And that's a VHS. That's not even a DVD.
It is a VHS. So, and I still got a VHS player, so it's cool. Let's see here. We'll put these guys to the side real quick. Keep going with the movies. E.T. How could you say no to E.T.?
Oh.
I love me some E.T. and I think this has some extra footage in it as well. So I'm kind of excited to see this. I haven't watched E.T. in a very long time, so I wanted to introduce the boy.
I used to be scared of E.T. when I was little.
Really?
He really scared me because I was like, what if there's more and what if they kidnap me?
I mean, it's just great. And for a Blu-ray, for just a couple of bucks, like...
I also would get paranoid that they'd steal my bike. Like, it was awful. But that had a lot to do with my brother doing that.
You see that right there? It's one of the saddest parts of the movie. We won't spoil it for anybody who hasn't seen E.T., which is probably
I don't want to see
a very few people. But still, pretty good. Only a couple bucks, so super excited about that. Children of the Corn. Oh, crap. That kind of feels a little empty. Oh, never mind. I was pretty sure I checked. I usually do, but always good to double check. This is a classic. I don't think I own any of them, but I've seen most of them. So, pretty exciting stuff. I'm a huge horror fan, and great to add that to the collection. End of Days. A lot of people have a lot of mixed reviews on what they thought about this movie. I actually really liked it, and I thought a lot of things in it were really good. Story, character development, and everything like that. It did feel a little short, but most horror movies do. But this one actually isn't. It's 2 hours. I just felt like it should have been an extra hour. I was really into this, and seeing Arnold Schwarzenegger in a very different capacity other than your normal action blowing up shit everywhere things. This was pretty cool.
I was thinking of Baron Corbin's finishing move.
No, it's not End of Days.
Darn.
Oh, wrestling. Tom and Jerry, I'm not even going to try to butcher that name, but it's somebody's...
The Gene Ditch Collection.
Yeah, that's it. Okay, Mother Russia.
German.
Oh, German, sorry. Oh, shame on me. You can slap my hand later. This has a couple of different episodes from Tom and Jerry. I don't know anything from Tom and Jerry, so I used to love watching these as a kid, and pretty super stoked to have that and add it to the collection. Plus, it'd be a good thing to watch with a boy, because it's a cartoon. Cartoons are cool. New cartoons are not. Not most of them. Another Tom and Jerry one right here. Blast Off to Mars. I don't know. Again, it's
that one doesn't seem like it would be as good because it's
newer.
I find like Blast Off to Mars, something like that, isn't as cool as the originals.
It actually comes with something. Aloha Scooby-Doo. Look at that.
Wait.
That looks pretty fun.
Scooby-Doo.
Scooby-Doo
Where are you?
On a surfboard. Okay, cool. So, nice stuff to add to that. And then the last one out of this bag, we got like 30 bags all over the place, is Ernest. And it's a 3-pack, so this disc doesn't look too good.
It's John Cena.
It's not John Cena. For God's sakes, do not insult Ernest.
He looks just like him, though, now.
Kind of.
He does.
Unfortunately, this man is no longer with us. Rest in peace. But super pumped. I haven't actually bought anything from Ernest, of the Ernest series. I've seen a few, but I've never bought anything for him. And this is the first time I've actually seen this. So I was like, I'm going to roll the dice. Like I said, the disc wasn't in too good a shape, but we're going to give it a try and hope for the best. So adding Ernest to the collection for the first time is pretty awesome. And let's make sure there's no other movies, though. There's a ton of movies. There's a ton of movies. We'll go over your thing as well.
I like the thing that I got today. I thought that was pretty badass.
Oh, the one from the regular Thrift?
Yeah.
Okay.
Tell me it was not.
It was.
That thing is cool.
When you explained it to me, otherwise I had no idea what it was. So
I'm pretty sure that's what it was. So I don't know. I guess we can wait and find out and see if anybody else knows. But if I remember correctly, that is what it's for.
All right. So what else we got here? We got some VHS. So once the game room actually gets redone, I do want to add some VHS, and I'm not going to become a huge VHS collector. I have a good amount still laying around somewhere in a tote, not one of the 15,000 totes that I've referred to where all my stuff's in, but other totes that have just been stored away over the years. So I still have a bunch of them, but I think I'm going to add some VHS to the collection. So Beavis and Butthead Do America. I think it would look pretty flashy. I'm thinking like something like, maybe like a little shelf to put on top of the shelves, like maybe a glass shelf or something like that.
A shelf to put on top of the shelves.
So, pretty excited about that. Add that to the collection. Here's one that I got that I thought was really interesting. This is a Batman from comics to screen. This looks really old.
I'm so proud of you.
And it is black and white as well, so I think this has a lot to do with the TV series that came out in the 60s, so super excited to add that to the collection. And like I said, I'm just trying to grab a few things to kind of spruce up the game room whenever that comes back. But when it does, you're going to find out first on the tube of a billion views, but only one of me and you. Mortal Kombat.
Best movie ever when I was a kid.
It is, but it just could be better. And there's going to be a reboot of this. We're rebooting Mortal Kombat, so we may have a chance to right the wrongs of Annihilation.
I don't care what anyone says. At the time, back in 94, I think it came out? Wasn't it like 94, 95?
I think it was 94 or 95, yeah.
Yeah. I'm sorry, but I was a huge Mortal Kombat fan, so I didn't care. I thought it was awesome. Although I didn't like who played Sonya Blade.
I didn't? Wasn't that, what's her face? That's the girl from Billy Madison.
Yeah, I just didn't...
Bridget Wilson, I think is her name. Let's see if I'm right. I can't see because like...
Whoever it was, I really just didn't care.
It was Bridget Wilson.
I didn't care.
So. Hey, she was pretty cool in Billy Madison.
I bet she was.
Another one, Perfect Storm. This is a really good movie, and if you haven't seen this, you have got to take some time out of your day and see this. This was really good, and it has to do loosely based on a true story out of Gloucester, Massachusetts. So
the book I think was better.
And look at that. Look at that. That's just amazing. I wanted this poster so bad when it was in the video store when I was a kid. And this is one of the posters I didn't get, unfortunately. But, awesome movie, nevertheless. Silence of the Lambs. Why do I want that? You shouldn't have to ask me. I'm a huge horror fan. This is one of my favorite horror movies. I love pretty much all horror movies I see, whether they're good, bad, or indifferent. As you can see, most of these are all going to be 99 cents at Savers, a not so local thrift. So pretty super stoked about that. One I didn't really care for was advertising. I wasn't a fan of that. But all the other ones are great, including the original. So there's a food for thought. In the comment section down below, what is the original to Silence of the Lambs? You let me know. And let's see what else we got here. A whole bunch of stuff. So this right here is something I'm super excited for. And it has Good Times on here too, which is pretty cool because you don't get to see these anymore. This is called the Three Stooges Festival. And it has a bunch of different comedy shorts, real live TV appearances and more. Again, this would be super exciting for the shelf above the shelves. I know that makes no sense, but once you see it, you
No, it
understand.
doesn't.
And I'm a huge Three Stooges fan, so.
We were watching. Me and the boy were watching it the other day with your grandmother.
What, Three Stooges?
Yeah.
Sweet.
He was hysterically laughing. It was so cute.
Wayne's World. Another good one to add to the collection.
Yeah.
How could you go wrong with that? Awesome movie. If you haven't seen it, do yourself a favor and go see it.
You're missing out.
Wayne's World 2. Sequel. Was it as good as the original? That's debatable. But it's still Wayne's World. And these movies are hilarious. So, I don't know if that's going to be it for the movies.
I hope so, because I'm running out of room.
Yeah, you are, but it's okay. No, it's not. It's never all enough. We're going to keep going. So, let me move some other stuff here. Don't drop that. Kind of important. Last piece. Alright, so how do I do this? This one I could probably do pretty quick. So, at Savers tonight, looking around, doing my thing, and then all of a sudden, I stumble across something I've been waiting to see for a long time. Does anybody out there watch Home Improvement? Because I'm going to be watching a whole ton of Home Improvement.
I guess I will be too.
Why. So I've got every season now except for season 6. So I'm super pumped. After Scooby-Doo, Where Are You? And after watching the rest of Saved by the Bell, I'm going to move on to Home Improvement.
Probably one of Tim Allen's best things he ever did.
Oh, fantastic. But he's got a lot of other movies too he's pretty good in.
Santa Claus, was it the Santa
The
Claus?
Santa Claus was one of them.
Yeah, the Santa Claus wasn't too bad. I did say I did like that.
So, pretty exciting stuff. Third season. Unfortunately, from what I hear though, before we go any further, what I hear about Home Improvement, Tim Allen and a lot of the people are interested in rebooting the series. And I don't know how I feel about that. I think that they ended the series at the right time. I think that they ended it on a very high note. And unfortunately, the person who played Wilson is no longer with us and passed away a few years ago. So, rest in peace, Wilson. That was the guy that was always talking like this over the phone or over the fence. And I think you finally actually get to see him near the end of the series. So, pretty cool stuff. How do you feel about a Home Improvement reboot? I don't know. Some reboots don't go so well, but some could be really good.
I feel like they've done way too many. Like all the 90s. Like next, it's going to be the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air.
Like, see? There's Wilson. Always covered by something. You never get to see his full face. But still, if you haven't checked out Home Improvement, it was an awesome TV show in the 90s. So, you really can't go wrong with that. And I'm probably on the spectrum of Tim the Toolman Taylor when it comes to Home Improvement. I would probably do very similar things. Not all of them, but I'm not mechanically inclined, I'm not going to lie.
I know, I still
like I
love
said,
you.
I'm missing the sixth season, so it's all right. Here's number 7. Oh, I forgot about this. I think Dan Aykroyd was actually in. Yeah, Dan Aykroyd was on this. Okay, cool. All right, and then the complete 8th season, and it was the final one. And I honestly think it probably should stay that way.
I agree.
You never know. So, just to go over another thing, because we're on the Home Improvement topic, We know these two are currently in a show that I don't know what it's called, but it's similar enough to Home Improvement, but not. It doesn't share any of the likenesses and the names or anything. Supposedly, from on here, this young man owns some sort of restaurant business or something like that, or like a bunch of different ones, like franchises. This guy was an actor for a while, Zachary Ty Bryan, I think his name was. And Jonathan Taylor Thomas did Pinocchio, another few movies, and then vanished off the face of the
He
earth.
is now a lawyer, I believe.
He's a lawyer?
Yeah.
Wow, look at him.
He went to college afterwards and has like a normal rich job.
A normal rich job. Oh.
I'm pretty sure, if I remember correctly, now I'm gonna have to look this up.
I guess we can't have to worry about that then, because I guess we've got a few people that ain't gonna be coming back. But anyway, we're gonna keep going because we don't have all night here, and we certainly don't want to take up too much of your folks' time. This is something I found today. Pretty excited about this. So it's a Bronx Tale. Again, if you haven't seen this movie, you will understand. You wouldn't understand why I wanted the soundtrack. But man, this movie is phenomenal. And the disc was in really good shape. It looks like it was never used. I don't know if I'd ever listened to a CD again. I have an iPod, so but every once in a while I just like to go back to the past, throw a CD in the CD player. Do I have one? I actually do. So pretty good stuff. PlayStation 1 game that I found today. Not a very common thing to find at any thrifts. It's called Shadow Madness. It's for the PS1. Looks like an RPG game. I've not really heard much about it, but still pretty cool. I just noticed this little blemish here, unfortunately. This looks like a burn mark, but cool thing about it is, yeah, we're missing a disc. So this is a 3-disc set. First, second disc are for the game. The third disc, which goes right here, would be the demo disc. So I can actually order those discs on the eBays for only a few bucks, but the whole thing complete is a few more bucks. So we just saved ourselves some money in the long run. So where do we go now? Okay. We've got chalk set, and I don't know what they are. This stuff.
So I got that for the boy.
Okay, well I figured that. Yeah, so jumbo.
I'm tired of
chalk
playing
holders
pants.
and jumbo chalk sticks. Wow, jumbo chalk sticks.
Chopsticks.
You say that fast, and it's just not going to sound right.
No,
so
it's not.
I know the boy's going to be pretty happy to be playing with that soon. Spring is almost here. It's March 1st.
I think it's like 21 days till spring, 7 days for daylight savings time.
Actually, it'll be a couple hours before March 1st, but at least it's almost there. So, pretty awesome stuff with that. I'm sure the boy will enjoy. Let's go over some other stuff. Even though I
forgot my piece.
Even though I do not have the nonsense table,
Oh boy.
I'm still collecting for the nonsense table.
Guys, I'm gonna have to get a bigger nonsense table for him because I think
this whole game room is gonna be a nonsense table.
I think everyone's gonna realize after they find that one thing that I think you got the bargain on.
Yeah.
They're gonna realize you're gonna need a bigger nonsense table.
We're gonna need a bigger boat.
Yeah.
No, sir. We're gonna need a bigger nonsense table. So, first thing up, Spider-Man. I don't know what series this would be from.
I think it's in 2005.
No, you're close. It's 2002, so.
Oh, okay.
Still pretty cool. I don't have a lot of Spidey, so excited about that. And I think this was a toy from the 90s. Yes, it was.
Aladdin.
And it's from like McDonald's.
I was going to say that's a McDonald's toy because I had that.
Oh, really? Yeah, that's pretty sweet. So.
That or it's from
Aladdin
one
fan.
of their toys that like the Mattel toys.
So here's another question for the comment section down below. How do you feel about the Aladdin reboot movie? Ooh, do I even touch that? I went there.
Don't.
I like Aladdin and I like Return of Jafar, and I think that's the extent of my liking. I think there was one or two more after that, but we will not go there because that's still pretty cool though. And then I found a White Ranger, and I don't remember ever seeing a White Ranger this big before. I've usually had a lot bigger ones, but I don't know if he's
cute.
officially stamped. He's not. Oh no, he is officially stamped. So he is in a bootleg. I just can't read it, but he's officially stamped. So pretty cool stuff. And then we're going into bag territory. This is a rabbit hole and a half, but I will not be disappointed with not adding more stuff to the nonsense table. So, a turtle, missing his shell.
Oh.
But he's still a turtle. So if we put him like this, you
He's a
wouldn't know.
shiny turtle.
But if you put him like this, we'll know. Maybe I'll find his shell someday. I have no idea what this thing is. I think that may not be for the nonsense table. I think that may be something the boy might want to play with. So, and I think this one as well, because it's a little bug and he likes insects and dinosaurs and things to that nature. So that's pretty cool. I'm sure he'll like that. This is another one. I have no idea what the deal is here. This is an interesting turtle. And his shell does come off, as you can see. I don't know if I've ever seen this. Oh, I know why. How could I?
Is that like a launching one?
It might be, but this is a bootleg one, I think. Let me see. I checked this in the middle of a YouTube video because I'm a big action figure collector. I'm trying to get away from it, but yeah, no, it's officially licensed, so that's still pretty cool. Anything turtles, I'm excited for. This right here, I need to get glasses. I can't read this shit. I believe. Oh, did you see that? This man just lit up. I wonder if this is like McDonald's or Burger King toys, but I think that is from the Fantastic Four. Who was that person called? I can't think of it. Dr. Doom. So I believe I've got 2 Dr. Dooms. So I think that'd look pretty cool on the nonsense table. And what else we got here? Another rando guy. I don't know what he is. Okay, cool. And then kind of looks like a real old G.I. Joe. I should probably wash my hands because somebody has been mowing on this toy, baby. But still, I can't say anything. Oh, crap. His arm's missing. That's definitely nonsense table. That is definitely nonsense table. Because why would somebody want something with an arm or a hand missing? Oh, you know what this could be? This could be a predetermined Rick Grimes from the comic book. Look at that. Done. He ain't nonsense. He ain't G.I. Joe. It's Rick Grimes. Just missing his hat. See? I can create anything I want. One more bag of nonsense. Let's take a look at what we got here. No idea. I'm pretty sure that's a Mega Man figure. Actually, I'm super sure it is.
I think it is.
I don't know. Let me know if you know. I think that's Mega Man. Mega Man 3, maybe? And here's a blatant ripoff of Captain Hook. Which is pretty cool. I've never had a pirate to add to the nonsense table, so now we've got a pirate. And he actually looks pretty cool. He's got his little... it's not just all plastic. It's got a nice little material for the pants and the jacket, so... pretty cool. Exciting stuff. And this guy looked really cool. His head's kind of crazy, but I don't know what he's supposed to do, though. What's this man supposed to do?
Oh my God. I remember that, and I can't remember where I saw it from.
I have no idea. And I don't know if it has any... it does. So these things are officially licensed, but... or licensed by something, but... he still looks cool. He looks like Vin Rames from Pulp Fiction, maybe? I think that's why I got this. I was like, I never had a Pulp Fiction figure before. It's clearly not, but I can say I do whatever I want. And then, of course, Quasimodo. Why? Because he's the Hunchback of Notre Dame, baby. And I wanted a Hunchback of Notre Dame for my nonsense table, so done. Cool. And what else are we going to get to? We're going to get to the... oh, we got a few more movies. I'm a jerk. Again... some more VHS, so Casper. I really like the cover of this. Another poster I wanted so bad when I was a kid. As you know from a couple of videos ago, I got the Casper, 2 Casper games on PS1, one that I played, one that I haven't. So when I get the game room set up again, we're going to be checking those out. So awesome things to add. And last but certainly not least for the movies is least simple, I think. Mars Attacks. Again, another poster. I was after so many posters when I was a kid. and a lot of them just people got in before me to you could put your name on it. The owner was cool with you taking it once the movie was done doing its thing, all the other stuff. So Mars Attacks, pretty cool, and I believe I have this poster. It's just 11 by 17, not a big giant one. So, whoop, that's a rip. And what else we got here? Let's go over Cynthia's thing. And you can explain this because I don't know anything about it.
By the way, JTT went to like Harvard and a couple of Ivy League schools, and he lives like in Vancouver now, where they say he's like a resident somewhere up there.
Who? JTT? Oh, as in Jonathan Taylor Thomas?
You know it.
Oh, I took a minute to figure it. Oh, okay, so...
Alright. So this thing I think is pretty cool.
And it's covered in...
tape, which is not the greatest, but again, I don't know the age on this thing, but I believe it's decently old enough. So basically the bottom part, you would put like a candle or something, and you would fill that up with water, and you would heat it, and it would make water for like tea or probably bath water, stuff like that. I could be a little wrong, but if I remember correctly, that is what this is used for. So I want to eventually clean it up and then test it, try it.
Are you going to try it as in like have a glass of tea?
With one of my teacups, maybe.
Really? You better sanitize this
Teacups
thing. This thing
and
looks
crumpets.
very old. God only knows what could be in here.
Yeah, well, I mean, that's why I want to clean it out, but I think it's really, really cool. It would look really good in between all the teacups that we have gotten, which today was a humongous bust on the teacups. I did find one that I was kind of back and forth on, but it wasn't extra enough for me to buy. Is that broken?
What? No.
Oh, okay. The tape made it look broken.
Yeah,
I was
it's
about to
just the
cry.
tape.
So anyways, yeah. So hopefully this is just something to add to my
$7.
teacups.
Not bad. So cool. Awesome find, Cynthia.
It
Sorry there
was.
wasn't anything really else in the wild. So what else we got here? We got a few more things. So
This is going to be the longest video I think you've ever made.
that's all right. I don't care. So again,
How many PlayStations are we
I
going to
don't know,
buy?
like 5,000 at this point, but
No
this
more.
one looks super clean, like super clean. Like
Oh, it's not even like the
it's not
buttons
even
aren't even.
used. No, nothing. Like
So usually you get that yellowy color on top,
Yep.
and it doesn't even have it.
and it turned on when it was at the thrift. I mean, the controller has some nastiness in it, but again,
Yeah, the
just
controls look dirtier than that.
grab a toothbrush and you can get some cleaning solution. You can clean it off pretty good. So nothing more to say about that. Unfortunately, a little bit of a bummer. Right before I got this, there was a PS3 Fat Boy in there. If you don't know what that is an original PS3. And if that was an 80 gig or a 60 gig one, that was worth a super amount of money now. I had one, but we've already gone over that story. It doesn't work anymore. But there was a working one there, and I just missed it with like by an hour or two. So, but hey, that's what happens. I still scored a pretty sweet PS1, and it's the cleanest one that I have. And things are falling. So
We
that's
need a bigger
okay.
table.
Cool. All right, let's get to the games. We'll get to one more thing, and then we'll wrap this video up. What do we got here? Make sure I can get to it all.
And I hate to say it, but I don't think we're going to be looking at any of the extra stuff because
Oh no, we are. Okay, so at Savers today, got some Atari games, $6, not bad. I've never played this one before, Laser Blast, but Atari games are cool. Very simple, but awesome. Always looking to add to the Atari collection. I only have a 2600 though. No 52 or 7000 for this guy yet. Video pinball. I think that looks pretty cool. Not bad. Nice. Asteroids. Can't go wrong with that. I think I've played this once or twice before. And another one is Berserk. So we got a handful of Atari games today, so pretty excited. Only a couple bucks, so not bad. And got other couple of games here. We've got King Kong, the official game of the movie. And I don't have anything King Kong. I really like the older King Kongs. The newer ones I've never seen before, but King Kong's still a cool thing that reminds me a lot of Rampage. So it says it includes a poster. Do I get my poster?
Probably not.
No poster, but still cool thing to add to the PS2 collection. This one right here, Top Gun for the GameCube. I've never seen this before. I'm curious what year it came out. 2002. That's very interesting. So, have you any of you ever played this before? Let me know in the comment section down below. But again, whenever I can add a GameCube game to the collection, super excited because they.
I think I am so excited for this. Oh, I guess is it the next thing?
It will be the next thing, but I just want to make sure I'm not missing anything. I just dropped a bunch of crap, so that turtle did not break. That's good. All right, so
My favorite, like, I even got excited about
this.
this.
Be find of the day. It's up to you.
Now, keep in mind, he would not have gotten this if it wasn't for me.
That's true. So it says Ocean State Ghostbusters. I have no idea if that means a local retailer in a couple towns. Are you going to open it or are you going to leave it like that? I don't know. I'm going to open it, yeah. I don't think I'm going to open it right now, you know, with time, but...
I don't know. This, I think, is, like, the coolest, like... You got little plushes, it looks like two packaged things. Look at Slimer.
I know.
That's what I was excited for.
It is die-cast metal, too, and I've never had
anything
die-cast metal.
It's got a breast cancer thing in the back, a breast cancer awareness thing. I think that should go, like, in the middle somewhere. That is just... I don't even know if you should open it, but I am, excited for that.
It's already open, but...
I know, but still, it's just so cool.
Got some plushies in here, so...
Yeah.
Pretty excited about that. Some pops,
I think what she was meaning is because you are missing that one dude. You're missing one guy. Because you have the plushes of the 4 Ghostbusters. I can't remember their name right now.
Oh,
That's what you're missing is the one guy.
That's all right. I mean, things happen, and this figure isn't in too good a condition either. But who cares? I mean, pretty good buy, and I've never seen anything like that. I don't know, some sort of set or some sort of gift thing. It almost looks like an Easter basket, doesn't it?
I know, like it's just I'm wondering if it was like a breast cancer thing that they did or something. It's gotta be something.
None of this stuff is. I don't think any of this stuff is officially licensed except for the Ghostbusters 1 and 2 Blu-ray, which I already have, but still pretty cool to add to the collection. So that's a whole lot of stuff. And that will bring us to the end of the video because this is a super long one, so sorry about that, ladies and gentlemen. But I'm not sorry because at the same time, we got some good finds. So let me know in the comment section down below, what do you think of all the goodies we've been able to come up with in the last few days and really not spending a whole boatload of money, getting some great deals at the local Thrift as well as at the Savers that's not too far away from me. Let me know in the comment section down below if you played any of these games, seen any of these movies, or you like any of these toys, like Quasimodo.
Who doesn't like a good Quasimodo?
Or Spider-Man. There's all kinds of stuff here, so if you haven't already, please subscribe to the channel. There are now 43, you heard it right, 43 active members in the House of Fun and Video Games channel. Make sure if you do subscribe, you hit that notification bell, because every time I post anything like this where I get a whole bunch of stuff, or I just get a few things that are cool, we can still have some great conversations. You'll be notified of that right away once that video gets uploaded and ready to go. As far as other different types of videos other than my cell phone videos, as you can clearly tell, this is probably what that is. Those are on hold for right now because the computer's packed up because the game room is, non-existent as we all know. So it's a touchy subject and it hurts. But anyway, this is Jason from Jason's House of Fun and Video Games. I hope you have a wonderful weekend, wonderful night, and I will catch you in the next one.